Today's episode can all be summed up by using China Olympic gold medalist Eileen Gu's now famous phrase, cry about it. I'll take you for a quick dive into how Western media and politicians are having complete meltdowns over Chinese women, including Eileen Gu and Peng Shuai. We'll also watch the 18-year-old Olympian slay the media and her haters. This is episode 4 of Reports on China's Beijing 2022 Quick Fix. Let's get reporting. Hello, 大家好，欢迎回到外媒看中国，我是安博然。Hey you guys, welcome back to Reports on China. I'm Andy. 18-year-old Eileen Gu won her first gold medal in the women's free ski big air competition Tuesday, sending Western media and politicians alike into a tailspin. Eileen replied to one hater online with a now infamous phrase, cry about it. Well, there's going to be a lot of crying today. Washington Post opinion writer Melissa Chan made some desperate remarks after Eileen Gu took gold, but as is often the case, removes the chance to challenge her claims by limiting who can reply to her tweets. She tweeted, Eileen Gu is an amazing athlete who won gold with that amazing left double 1620. She also towed the party line on Peng Shuai. In many ways, we should not expect such young athletes to comment on human rights. But an 18-year-old knows what a rape accusation is, and Gu gaslit Peng. Wow. She went on to say, a lot of Olympic athletes switch country representation. This happens. The reason why Eileen Gu is getting so much attention is because she decided to rep a country where we've had a steady stream of Uyghurs the last few years escape and talk about the horrors of detention camps. Firstly, that is just not true. As a supposed journalist, Melissa should know that the US has not accepted a single Uyghur refugee in the past 2 years. So she's either lying or she's stupid. Secondly, and this has all been pointed out in many of my previous videos, there is absolutely no evidence of systemic horrors in detention camps in China. Even the US-backed Uyghur Tribunal admitted they had absolutely zero evidence of these claims. I have one thing to say to Melissa. Cry about it. Sui Li Wei from the New York Times was obsessed with the fact that Eileen Gu refused to answer questions about her citizenship. She tweeted, Gu was asked at least 6 times about whether she still holds US citizenship. She talked about the support she's received from both countries, about how she feels Chinese when in China and American when in the United States, and never answered the question. Luckily, Sui Li hasn't locked replies to her tweets. Brian Berletic said, no one is required to answer questions from troublemaking hacks pretending to be journalists. Another netizen commented before asking an important question. She is not a government official. There's no need to answer that stupid question. By the way, are you done with Peng Shuai now? The Chinese tennis superstar was present to watch Eileen Gu take gold before telling the IOC's president that she would head out of the Olympic bubble yesterday and begin her 14-day quarantine, a requirement for anyone hoping to leave the bubble and remain in mainland China. Let's wait and see if Western media starts to ask, where is Peng Shuai again over the next 2 weeks? Sui Li Wei, cry about it. A Fox News contributor I've literally never heard of before, Liz Peek, wrote a tweet trying to suggest that Chinese people are told by their government how to think. She said, I find it interesting that criticizing Eileen Gu releases torrent of pro-China defense, almost like it's being organized. I replied, Liz, just stop, breathe, and try to think rationally. Do you really believe that a wave of defense about someone China's extremely proud of has to be organized by the Chinese government? Do you really think that low of the mental capacity of Chinese people to feel? Honestly, I sometimes scratch my head when I'm trying to figure out which journalists are spreading lies and which actually believe such racist ideas. I think with Liz, it's probably the latter. Liz Peek, cry about it. US Senator for the state of Tennessee, Marsha Blackburn, thought she was being clever by tweeting about the young Uyghur athlete who helped light the Olympic torch on opening night. Dinajir Ilamujang, a 20-year-old Uyghur athlete competing in the Olympics, has vanished from the public eye after finishing 43rd in her race. We are concerned for her whereabouts and demand answers from the Chinese Communist Party immediately. Funnily enough, Dinajir had competed in another race just hours before Marsha's hilarious tweet. Maybe if she really cared, she'd pay more attention. Twitter users did not let up, accusing the senator of neglecting her own people while pretending to care about the Uyghurs. One netizen tweeted, 74 people died in Tennessee from COVID-19 yesterday, Marsh. Focus on that instead of China. Focus on preventing another 22,762 COVID deaths in Tennessee. Another tweeted, Marsha, why don't you care as much about your own folks? They're doing it tough and could do with a leg up. I couldn't have said it better myself. Marsha, 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 cry about it. Last up today, Eileen Gu let rip when answering reporters' questions about her gold medal win yesterday, basically telling her haters to, well, cry about it. Let's take a look.
Here's the thing. I'm not trying to keep anyone happy. I'm an 18-year-old girl out here living my best life. Like, I'm having a great time. You know, it doesn't really matter if other people are happy or not, because I feel as though I am doing my best. So yeah, if people don't believe me and if people don't like me, then that's their loss. They're never going to win the Olympics.
Good job, Eileen. Okay, that's all for today, you guys. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.